All right, so Christians are a significant part of American society. They got $22, $23 trillion of wealth in this country. When they spend it, they can help shape culture. They can make money, but they can also help shape culture. That's happening a lot more, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. $22.4 trillion in investment assets alone. That's about 50% of the entire investment market. To put that in context, BlackRock, one of the largest asset managers in the world, claims around 5 trillion, I believe, today. So you can imagine if we just got a little organized, the kind of impact we could have. And we're already seeing the fruits of that right now.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
So if somebody wants to invest after 10%, after they give their tithe, where would you direct them? How do they start?
Well, I mean, I would point into our company a little selfishly, but Inspire Investing, we're the world's largest provider of faith-based ETFs. We've got a number of products that compete head-to-head with any of the secular funds, except we don't invest in industries like abortion drugs or pornography sales, radical LGBT activism. So we exclude those bad actors so you can have a good conscience about where your money's actually coming from. Personally, I used to be an advisor at one of the big banks, and I stumbled across this concept and was really just gripped by it because here I was president of our local pro-life pregnancy center, and I was making money because I own 3 stocks of companies manufacturing abortion drugs in my own personal portfolio. So that was what started this journey so long ago. Now we're at $3.5 billion under management as a company. Wow. And the movement is growing. And as Christians have their eyes open to this huge problem that we're taking money, which we believe and know belongs to God, and we're putting it into things that not only break his heart and violate his commands, but also hurt people and tear down our society and violate our own deeply held values. And it simply doesn't have to be that way. And so we're encouraging people to kind of get their eyes opened and look around. So we've got some free tools on our website that can help you do that, inspireinvesting.com. I wrote a book, Biblically Responsible Investing on Wall Street as It Is in Heaven, that talks more about this, and would encourage you to look that up from Canon Press.
Yeah, very exciting. What a great idea. I think over the last decade, particularly as politics and secular society have tilted towards values that don't represent America, certainly don't represent the Judeo-Christian faith, there's been this extraordinary rise of a parallel economy. Everything that you can imagine, successful movies, successful books, successful stores. Where does that parallel economy movie move next? I guess soon with AI and the technology advances ahead of us, that's going to be a rich area for investment.
Sure. There's no end to the opportunity. It really is a huge blue ocean. And as we just really show that there is capital moving into these spaces, you see not only people of faith starting businesses and being successful themselves, but you see the secular world and established companies taking notice. We've seen this trend where we can actually influence corporations. You mentioned some of the impacts we've had. Most recently, you may have seen in the news, Costco making the decision not to sell the abortion drug mifepristone. This came at the end of about a year and a half's worth of shareholder engagement that we began as a firm to really try to keep them back from that ledge that CVS and Walgreens and some others had jumped off of head first. And we're just praising God that we can have that sort of impact. Walmart has made similar decision there. We've seen large companies like Exxon and Chevron stop giving money to Planned Parenthood and other abortion organizations in the past. So the list continues to grow, the sort of impact we can have while you invest with market rate returns, right? You don't have to sacrifice returns. You can invest in some of the best companies, biggest companies in the country, just not those that are engaged in these radical ideologies and again, tearing down society. So that's what our firm helps people do. It's a really exciting time to get involved, and it really is the sky's the limit.